The audio is modified by Archie community moderators for the privacy and safety of staff members.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you both for joining this meeting tonight because I genuinely wanted us to sit down and properly discuss the USN roleplay system after all the feedback we have been receiving lately regarding attendance problems, scheduling pressure, and the overall pace of the roleplay session. Since I know many members have been struggling to consistently participate in the old fast-paced structure that relied heavily on everyone being present at the exact same time. Good evening as well, Cornell. And honestly, I am very glad we are finally talking about this in detail because I have personally noticed that while the system itself is incredibly advanced and creative, especially with all the government mechanics, statistics, and political systems involved, the current pacing has been exhausting, not only for the host and administrators, but also for many of the players like me, who simply cannot dedicate several uninterrupted hours to live sessions every single time the roleplay day begins. I completely agree with both of you because from what I have seen as Speaker of the Senate, many senators and active members actually enjoyed political roleplay itself, but they become discouraged whenever they miss even a short portion of the session and suddenly feel like they are already behind everyone else, especially because the 7-minute schedule blocks move so quickly that important discussions, debates, and voting periods sometimes feel rushed rather than meaningful. Okay, Anna? Oh yeah, exactly. And after thinking about it carefully, I came out with a new structure that I believe would preserve the realism and organization of the roleplay, while also making participation far more flexible and accessible for the community as a whole. Which is why I wanted to suggest that from now on, one real life day should equal one roleplay day, meaning that all scheduled blocks such as house sessions, cabinet meetings, debates, events, and voting periods would occur within the same real life day instead of being compressed into one fast live session. Cornell, I honestly think that proposal is much healthier for the community because it still preserves the concept of structured governmental progression while removing the constant pressure to immediately react within a few minutes, it would also allow members from different schedules, schools, or time zones to participate throughout the day. Everyone's synchronized perfectly just to keep the system functioning. Yeah. Let me speak first. And from a legislative perspective, this would massively improve the quality of debates and discussions because senators have and representatives would actually have enough time to read bills, carefully prepare arguments, negotiate with other members, and participate in votes without feeling like they are racing against a 7-minute count down every single block, which in my opinion would make the roleplay feel far more realistic and immersive. I speak now. Yeah. Another important feature I want to include is a community control prison system where players can vote to officially start a roleplay day, temporarily pause if necessary, or even end the day early. Because most activities in this work would be already concluded. Because I still want the community to feel in control of the flow of the roleplay instead of everything being entirely automated or dependent on staff efficiency alone. That's it. That is honestly a very balanced approach because it maintains community interactions while also avoiding the chaos of the old system where sessions could completely stall simply because too many people were unavailable at one moment. And I also think the setup would make major events such as campaign conventions, presidential debates, and emergency meetings feel more active since they remain open for longer periods of time throughout the day. I agree completely, and I also think this system would encourage more meaningful participation because members would no longer feel punished for having real life responsibilities, which is something that is extremely important if you want this community and this roleplay to remain active long term rather than burning people out after only a few times. And I believe we are all in agreement that transitioning towards a daily structure is the best way forward for the roleplay. And the overall activity of the committee. I generally appreciate both for taking time to not disclose the source of our well-being. What is resolution? To continue improving our United States traffic system that is becoming harder and harder to manage. Absolutely. Well, thank you as well for organizing this meeting because I honestly believe these changes will help stabilize the community while preserving everything that makes the USN roleplay unique and enjoyable. So I'm looking forward to seeing how members respond once the update structure is officially introduced. I appreciate being included in this discussion as well. I truly think this new decision will make the roleplay much more sustainable. Sorry, direction. Much more sustainable, engaging, and accessible for both current members and future players who join the community later on. Alright, then, unless anyone has anything else they would like to add before we conclude, I think this has been a very productive meeting. Yeah, I don't have anything else to add. So thank you both for once again for joining tonight, and I hope everyone has a great rest of their evening. Yeah, same here. Thank you both for the productive conversation. Thank you everyone for attending tonight's meeting, and I hope you both have a wonderful next week. Bye. Bye. Goodbye.